This video looks at the performance of Wakana Koga at the Zagreb Grand Prix in 2022, and so far it's been a really impressive one. So she came out right away, got grips on her opponent, immediately scored with the osaekomi. Koga is number 3 in Japan at this weight class, and Japan is really the superpower in the under 48 kilo class right now. Every time her, Tonaki Funa, or Natsumi Tsunoda compete internationally, they just seem to conquer all. Over the last year, Daria Belodid has left the 48 kilo class, as has Krasniqi, who's in the final against Uta Abe tonight. In the second round, it was more of a Newaza focused bout, with the French girl finding herself on the receiving end of some pretty good Newaza attacks. So first she's looking for the collar grip to get the choke, but she can't get there, so she switches to the Jujigatame, but mate is called. Once again attacking off the French girl's throw attempt, this time looking like she's got that grip under the throat. I have a feeling if she'd just been able to keep that leg there, it would have been all over. We'll see later on when we look at her semi-final match just how good she is when she does get that leg over the head. Now here's the finish of this one. So I think the French girl comes in and goes for another drop throw. Oh no, actually it was the Toshi. And then Koga's able to turn her, get that leg out of half guard, and she has a really tight crossface. So I'm recording this before the final, so I don't know whether she won or not, but I feel like from what I saw today that she's really stepped up her Newaza game to another level. One of the issues she's had in Japan is she's not matched up well against Natsumi Tsunoda, the Jujigatame specialist in this division. I feel like over the past couple of weeks, her and Funa Tanaki have really impressed with some great Newaza. So in the quarterfinal, she was up against Rishoni, so one of the more highly ranked players on the tour. And really didn't matter that Rishoni was highly ranked coming into this one. Koga still seemed like she was very comfortable and everything came easy for her. So a nice little go behind here, and she moves straight in to another attempt looking at the choke, but clearly couldn't get that hand under the neck. And another osaekomi, I think, coming up here to score Waza-ari. And she goes for the udagarami, but usually the refs are pretty quick to call mate when udagarami is applied from standing. And then straight after that, she finished her off with a nice ochigari. So a pretty easy run through into the semi-finals for Koga. And then in the semi-final, she was up against Nikolic. And Nikolic probably has more wins than anybody in judo with this particular kata sankaku, turnover to a pin. And I was kind of interested to see how Koga was going to be able to defend against this one. And she did pretty good there defending that attack. And then straight after that, Nikolic attempted a sumigaishi or an ukiwaza, then looked to go into this head and arm attack again, and was a little bit optimistic for Nikolic to think she was going to pull it off from there, and she got in a whole series of twists and turns here, but beautiful turnover here. Just picks her up from the legs and drives her over her right shoulder. moves into osaekomi. Now notice the positioning of the left hand. She's got a grip on the collar and she's using the forearm to keep that collar grip right under the throat. And she does score waza ari for the osaekomi, but just at the last moment, as Nikolic is beginning to belly out, she transitions so smoothly. And this time, I think she does get the leg over the head. Yeah, there it is. And there's a big tap, and you can see Nikolic gasp for air after that one. So I'm glad to say that this final did not disappoint me. So I thought this was going to be a reasonably easy one for her. I had a look at the French girls' matches from earlier on. She was using a lot of sumigaishi, which didn't seem like something that was going to trouble Wakana Koga. And didn't take long for Koga to get on the offense here. Little kochigari. And she went in to get the collar grip. And at first I thought, this is over the chin. She's not going to get it under the neck. It's just going to be a mate call. But she somehow managed to wiggle that lapel right across the throat, and clearly a super powerful choke. When you look at the other camera angle, certainly wasn't a pleasant evening for the French girl. So Koga, once again, highly impressive on the international stage, just seems to be getting better and better. I'm going to have some more videos over the next few days and coming week. I have a bit more free time coming up, so subscribe for more non-stop Newaza.